Because you just told me, Fox Boy.
Tails, bro. That's why I hate him.
What's going on, everybody? It is your main man, JPLX24, and I'm back with another Ultimate Sonic quiz that definitely didn't have to be re-recorded because I deleted the footage by accident. Kill me. Anyways, I'm here with a new contestant. With me, standing right next to me, actually, is my good friend
Sophia.
Madison.
Jade.
Brian.
Gouda.
It's your boy Dream. What's going on, guys?
Alright, so we got Dream here, the first time contestant doing the Sonic quiz. Now, Dream, before we get started, we always do like a pre-game interview, so what's your knowledge of Sonic, if any at all?
Absolutely nothing.
The characters' designs, usually.
Right, like who could you name off the top of your head?
I know there's Sonic and the Eggman.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only ones I know by name.
Well, you know what? It's better than nothing.
He goes fast.
That's it?
Yep.
You know what? Fair enough. All right, Madison, how you feeling? You feeling confident going into this quiz compared to the last one, or you don't feel any different? Tell me how you feel before we start.
Honestly, I'm feeling kind of mid. Like, I feel like I got lucky last time, but I think I might have good intuition, which might help.
Okay, okay. Now, Shade, I believe to my knowledge, you are very close to dethroning Brian. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel more motivated.
Right,
I will get him.
I'm a little bit on both sides, where I'm like confident. I feel like I can do it, but also like I feel like you're gonna throw some curveballs this time.
Okay.
So that's how I'm feeling.
Let's see if he can finish strong and end it with a 4-0 in the first season, y'all. And now, are you ready to get started, Brian?
I'm ready.
All right. Now let's move on to question 1. What is the name of the first island you visit in Sonic Frontiers? Is it Kronos Island, Starfall Island, or Green Hill?
Starfall?
You're going with Starfall?
Yes.
Why is that?
It sounds like a nice level to start with.
I feel like it has to be one of the islands since, it's an island. I know Green Hill's like the first zone in like some game, it has that really like that music, that everyone knows.
Right.
I'll go with Kronos. That just sounds cooler.
B, Starfall Island.
That's the new one. I think it's Starfall.
Okay, Starfall.
Yeah. Kronos, isn't that name from The Incredibles?
Oh yeah, it is. All right,
I'm gonna go for Starfall.
B.
I don't think it's Green Hill, so it's between A and B here.
Okay.
You know what? I'm hard locking A. That's just fact. You can't stop me.
Okay, Kronos Island. Is that your final answer?
Correct answer. Don't worry about it.
All right. And with Kronos Island being your final lock-in, my friend, you are correct. It is Kronos Island.
Easiest quiz of my life, bro. You see that?
Wrong. It's A.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
You are correct. It is Kronos Island. Wrong.
Oh.
Wrong. It's Kronos Island. There you go. You got it wrong. It was Kronos Island. See, here's the thing, right? Starfall Island is where the setting of the game takes place, right? Because like in Sonic Frontiers, there are like 5 islands, but the name of all the islands grouped together is called the Starfall Islands. So, but the very
that
first...
might have just been what I've heard then.
Yeah, but the very first island you visit, its name is called Kronos.
Interesting.
Yep. And now to question number 2. What is Knuckles' weak point? Is it A, water, B, technology, or C, women?
Women.
You're going with women?
That was just funny, but I feel like it's definitely technology, right? Like that has to be it. That's just what I'm thinking, because he's not smart. He be punching things. That's why he's Knuckles.
Right.
Okay, this one. It can't be technology. Can it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Or maybe. Or maybe he doesn't want to hurt women. That's the best. I don't. That's the best. Like, what? This is a rough one. You know what? I'm gonna say women. Maybe he has a fear of hurting women, and that's his weak point. I think that might be it.
Huh. I'm gonna go with technology.
Technology. Okay, okay. Any particular reason?
Yeah, he just likes punching things, huh?
That is very
I don't
true.
think
Knuckles
he's
does like
much
to
of a
punch.
tech guy.
Right, right.
It was C.
C? You're gonna go with women?
I'm going with C.
Woman. But wasn't this in the movie? I watched the movie, by the way.
So you've seen the movies, and
Yeah,
you
I think it's water.
Oh, you think it's water?
Yeah.
Okay, so water is your final answer?
Yeah.
He'd punch whatever, and he's like strong,
Mm-hmm.
but he's also like I'm sure he wouldn't be good with technology.
Okay, so technology.
He'd be like, I don't care, just give me something to punch, kind of thing.
Right. So technology is your final answer.
Mm-hmm.
And with technology, you are wrong once again. It is women. There we go. You are correct. It is women.
Come on. Yes. Let's go.
Wrong. It's C. Wrong. It's women. Wrong.
Woman?
Yeah. Correct. Wrong once again. It is women.
What?
According to the Sonic 3 manual, his weak point is, and I quote, girls. He's a shy guy.
No way.
It's real. Look it up.
That's insane.
Now on to question number 3. How old is Tails? Is he 8, 14, or has no canon age?
I don't know. I would say like 2, but you know, like
I don't think Tails would be that young. Goodness gracious.
I don't know. I don't like him, so I just seems like a little dumb baby. But I'll say 8.
8.
You're gonna go with 8.
Yes.
Why is that?
He looks like a kid.
8.
14? Nah. Oh, this is a good question. I'm torn between the first two. Probably 8. I'm gonna assume he's a prodigy.
I know he's like the youngest, but I don't think they like gave him official age. So C.
Oh my god. How am I supposed to know this one? Okay. I'm gonna say he's 8 years old. Locking A. Final.
Okay, and you're gonna go with A as your final answer, and my friend, you are wrong. It's C. It's alright though.
No!
Wrong. It's no canon age.
Wait, as of October 3rd. What
Yep.
the fuck?
You're correct. It is C. Nice job. Nice job. Wrong. Wrong.
What? Wasn't he a child?
Wrong again. They have no canon ages anymore. As of October
What?
3rd, 2022,
No.
Tails, along with every other Sonic character, no longer have canonical ages.
This is insane. You're really throwing me off of everything now.
I also
this is like new shit I could have never heard.
I posted about it on my Instagram story, which you would have noticed if you paid attention to it. Just saying.
Oh no, I usually don't pay attention to Instagram
Yeah,
stories. I just click it.
Mm-hmm.
I could totally be winning this right now if I watched the story.
And now on to question 4. In Sonic Adventure 2, Eggman is holding Amy hostage to get Sonic to give up his Chaos Emerald. What happens next? Is it A, Sonic dies? Again. B, Sonic tries to negotiate a deal? Or C, Knuckles saves Amy instead?
B.
Sonic tries to negotiate a deal. Okay. Final answer?
Yeah.
I feel like Knuckles shows up in 2, right? I feel like it's C.
I don't remember this, but I'm gonna go with C.
Let me think about Sonic's personality. Does he try to negotiate a deal? That doesn't sound like something he would do.
Unfortunately, I cannot answer that type of question.
I would think it's between B and C.
10 seconds.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go with C. I'm locking C.
I think it's C. I think my boy Knuckles did it.
I'm gonna say he dies. I'm just gonna I'm gonna expect the unexpected right now because in my head I'm like, there's no way he can die again. I'm gonna say he dies again.
Okay, so you're gonna go with A.
Yeah.
All right, and with A, you are. Let's take a look at the video and find out. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Wait, no, I can't.
Wait, what?
Are they speaking?
No, there's just music right now.
Oh no, I hear it. I hear it.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
Handing over the fake emerald? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Oh, they kept it perfectly there, of course. Look right there. You see?
You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me, Fox Boy.
Tails, bro. That's why I hate him.
It's always Tails.
It's always Tails, man.
There's no way he dies again.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh shit! Oh, I thought I squished him.
Farewell, Sonic, my admirable adversary.
What the f***? They really do be like that sometimes.
My admirable.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yo, they just blew. He just blows up.
Yep. So yeah, he died.
Does he stay dead?
I'll let you decide for that on your own.
God. Oh.
Yeah, so you got that wrong.
Listen. I actually meant A. You know.
No. We have it on footage. You said C. You said C. Yeah, so he died.
Again?
Yes.
And how did he die the first time?
Well, technically, this actually is the first time. Just the thing is, in one of the previous quizzes, I showed him dying the second time. So that's why I put it that way. So yeah, you got that question wrong.
Oh my god! Can I see that again? The explosion effect is too funny.
Okay. Hold on. Anyways, let's go on to question number 5. Who is taller, Shadow or Sonic? Or do you just think they're the same height?
Sonic?
You think Sonic is taller?
Yeah.
That's a hard shit. I feel like I want to say Shadow. I don't know, like he has those like heels on his shoes. Maybe the heels give him height.
Aren't they clones or something? So I think they're the same height.
I'm going to assume they're the same height.
Okay, but is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say they have the same height.
It's gotta be the same height. I feel like they've always been meant to be clones, right? Just thematically.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, thematically, yeah, he's a hedgehog. I feel like thematically, I feel like it's
okay, but Amy's a hedgehog. Could you say she's a female? Could she say she's just a female gender bend of Sonic?
Good point. But I'm sticking with C.
Okay, so they're the same height. And with that, you are wrong again. It's Sonic who's actually taller. Correct! It is. Sonic is taller. Wrong.
What?
It's Sonic. Wrong. It's Sonic.
Come on.
Wrong. It's actually Sonic who's taller. Also, to answer your question, they're not clones, but one was based off of the other. Like, for example, yeah, let me give you a little backstory about the creation of Shadow. So, Shadow was, he was, created to be the ultimate life form. This was, 50 years before, the official Sonic stories. And when the person who was creating Shadow was coming up with the design of the ultimate life form, there was a mural that looked like Sonic, so they based it off of that. It's like, oh, that picture right there must be the ultimate life form, because these are what the ancients, show off, right? So that's why they look similar.
Noted.
Wrong.
That.
It's
Wait a
Sonic.
second. Wait a
See,
second.
because here's the thing. When they're when with both of their shoes on, they're the same height. But you know, take off them heels, Sonic is actually taller. You had you had the right idea. You just had to flip it around.
I see. Okay, so Shadow's like me. He like wears tall shoes because he's short. See, that's why I like him.
Okay, on to question number 6. True or false? Rouge is the only Sonic character to make Knuckles fluster.
False?
You can't choose both.
Both?
What did you say?
False?
Oh, I thought you said both. I'm like, what?
No.
I'm just gonna say true because you know what? I mentioned them before. I feel like it just has to be true at this point. Like.
Understandable.
False.
Oh, I want to say since his weakness is women, there has to be more than one.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, last question said all women make him fluster. So I'm saying no.
You're gonna say false. Okay. I like how you're using the knowledge of previous questions. It's good that you're remembering.
I'm going to lock in false. I'm gonna say B.
Okay, you're gonna go with false as your final answer, and my friend, you are wrong again. It's actually true.
There's no way. There's no
Wrong. It was true.
Which one is Knuckles?
Knuckles is the red guy. He was in question 2, I think. Wrong. It's true.
Damn it.
Well, at least you like tried to use your head there. I'll give you credit for that.
I'm thinking.
You got that one right. Nicely done. No explanation needed. Wrong.
What?
It is true.
I think I'm just gonna get everything wrong this quiz.
Nah. You'll do fine. We still got how many questions left? We still got 13 more questions. You'll be able to pull through. Wrong. It is true.
What is this?
Yeah, Rouge is the only one who's done that.
This is ridiculous. What weakness to one person?
And now on to question number 7. Whose idea was it that Sonic's favorite food was chili dogs? Was it Sega of America, Sega Japan, or the Archie comics?
America?
You think Sega of America did it?
Yes.
Why is that?
Chili dog sounds like a very American.
Have you never had a chili dog?
Probably not, no.
I need to buy you one.
See?
See? The Archie comics?
Yeah.
Why?
I just, it seems so random.
Okay, I'm gonna be mad if it's C, but I feel like the answer has to be A because that just seems like some 4Kids dubbing shit.
Okay. But you do know that like the 4Kids dub doesn't have anything to do, Sega has nothing to do with that, like when they were casting those characters.
Well, I'm just thinking in terms of, cause you know how like in Pokemon, like they're holding like the rice balls and they call it donuts?
Oh.
Like that. I feel like
Okay.
America's just like, sure he eats chili dogs, and then Japan just like went with it maybe. I don't know.
Right.
I'm gonna go with C, the Archie comic.
Do I get to know what Archie Comics is?
It's just a comic book series that, Sonic had for a long time.
I want to go with B. I think like Japan would be like, funny American food. You can give it to Sonic. I think.
You know what? Considering Sega's track record, especially since I've been playing the Yakuza games, I would not be surprised if they did that.
Yeah, I feel like it's B.
You know what? I'm locking B.
Alright, you're gonna stick with Sega of Japan?
Could be American.
10 seconds.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm locking B.
Okay, you're gonna stick with Sega of Japan, and my friend, you are wrong. It was the Archie comics.
There's no way. Archie.
Yes.
There's no way, dude.
You are correct. It is the Archie comics.
Hey.
It is correct. It is the Archie comics. Wrong. It was the Archie comics.
Who are the Archie comics?
The Archie comics was the old it was the old comic company that would run like the Sonic stuff. So like I think in 1992 or 93 they started coming out with Sonic comic books. And they just kind of threw it in there as like, I don't know, maybe just like make them more hip and cool with the Americans, and Sega was just like, fuck it, he has a favorite food now. Might as well just run with it. Wrong. It was the Archie comics.
God. It was in my gut. I felt it. I felt it. I did. I really did expect it to be C because, like...
Why didn't you go with the gut, man?
I don't know. I thought it would just be funny.
Right.
But, like, I expected it to be exactly what you described here, that they just kind of mention it in a comic, and then they ran with it.
Yeah, that's basically what just happened.
Damn.
Wrong. It was C.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just kind of threw it in there like, oh, his favorite food is chili dogs. And Sega was just like, okay, I guess his favorite food is chili dogs. Fuck it. Give him more character.
Did he show up in, like, the comics?
Yeah, so, like, the official Archie comics came out in, like, 1993 or 2. So, like, the first couple of those issues, they just threw it in there, and then Sega just ran with it.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I think it didn't become official until, like, maybe, like, the early 2000s, like, the Adventure era, I want to say. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now on to question number 8. What game is this? That's supposed to say song, but oops. What game is this song from? We have the sample right here. Would you like to listen to it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Is it A, Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, B, Sonic and the Secret Rings, or C, Sonic Unleashed, or D, none of the above?
Well, assuming it's I'm gonna be really sad if it's D, but I feel like it's just B, because, you know, it just seems like some music I would hunt some secret rings to.
I have no idea. I'm gonna guess that it is Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Secret Rings?
I want to say Sonic Unleashed.
Okay.
No particular reason.
Okay.
But I think it's just because of the music style. Like, I don't see it as, like, you know, something from like Rio. Or fuck, was it Secret Rings about the Arabian Nights?
I will not be taking any questions.
So, like, I'm expecting it to be C.
Oh, this is hard. The song was very like funky. Yeah, give it one more.
12 seconds later.
All right. Make a suggestion.
It's. I'm gonna go A.
I really wish the none of the above wasn't here. Oh no. That's throwing me off. Okay. I don't think it's from A. I played Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I don't think I heard that song there.
Okay.
I don't think it was from Unleashed either. But the question is, do I just YOLO this? I'm locking B.
So Secret Rings is your final answer.
Yes.
And with that, you are wrong. It was C. See, here I changed it. I just forgot to change it on the previous one, that question. But no, it's Sonic Unleashed.
That's so deep. You know, I always wanted that game as a kid, but it looks kind of scary.
Because of the werehog?
Because of the werehog. I think one of my friends had it, and I wanted to play it at his house, but I was like, you know, it's a little too scary.
You know what's so funny about Sonic Unleashed, actually? So, like, every single person, if for some reason, like, all the people who, like, know of Sonic and, like, played some of the games, but, like, were never, like, a really, really big fan, everyone just seems to have fond memories of Unleashed. Like, every single person who I know that was, like, a low-key Sonic fan, they all have memories of Unleashed. Like, there was you, there was a friend I met in college, there was, like, my friend's girlfriend, like, all of them. They just remember this game specifically. Makes sense, though, because it's peak fiction. But yeah, the song that just played is the hub world, like the hub world theme of Shamar, which is a continent in Sonic Unleashed based off Middle Eastern, you know, areas.
That makes sense.
and that was the night version of it. Wrong. It was Sonic Unleashed. See, I fixed it here, but not on the first. I hate it here. Wrong. See, I spelled it correct. Whatever. But no, it was from Sonic Unleashed.
When did the Unleashed one come out?
2008.
Oh.
It's been around for almost 15 years.
I thought that was a more recent game. What was the one that came out recently?
The one that came out recently, like the Sonic, like before Frontiers?
Oh, it was Frontiers?
Yeah, Frontiers came out literally like 2 months or a month ago.
What came out before that?
Before that was a game called Sonic Origins that came out in June. It's like a collection game. But before that, there was Team Sonic. The last console game was Team Sonic Racing.
Oh.
That came out in 2019.
I thought Unleashed was recent. I don't know.
No. You are correct. It is Sonic Unleashed.
Yes.
Nice job. I like the logic you used there.
Hell yeah. I don't know like why you would like, because D is too like, D is too unfair. If the answer was D, I'd be like, fuck you.
Wrong. It's Sonic Unleashed.
Damn.
See,
that's a good sound.
Oh yeah,
that's really good song.
That's one of my favorite songs in the whole soundtrack. See, the music that was playing there is the hub world theme of when you visit the continent called Shamar. And the continent itself is based off like, you know, Middle Eastern, Middle Eastern and all that shit. So that's why it sounded like that. And that's what happens when you play it at night.
Oh, okay.
The day theme is also really good, but we'll play that later. Anyways, wrong. It was Sonic Unleashed. That's the second time you did it, back to back.
This quiz is rigged.
It's not my fault. You don't know. You just gotta know your Sonic songs, dude. Come on. That's the hub world. That's the hub world for Shamar. That's one of the
That's the hub.
Yeah, that's the hub world for one of the levels in the game. It's too simple, man. It's so simple. Anyways.
Yeah, just so simple. Why didn't I know that?
I know, right? Come on now. Now on to question number 9. What is Shadow's favorite food? Is it also chili dogs? Or is it Pizza Hot Pockets? Or is it actually a Taco Bell Gordita Crunch with a Baja Blast? Who knows? Who knows?
I would love for it to be C, but I think it's B.
Pizza Hot Pockets. That's your final answer.
Yeah, because Sonic's is chili dogs, so.
I mean, two people could have the same favorite food.
I don't think they would. I think Shadow might say that he doesn't like chili dogs. We see he does because Sonic likes chili dogs.
B?
B? Pizza Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
I started laughing when I read the last. It has to be the last one. I don't care. That's my canon. It's the last one.
Okay.
C.
Shadow has a favorite food.
Yes, he does. It wouldn't be here if it wasn't true.
I'm gonna go with C.
Is it canon?
Yes, there is a legitimate answer to this.
Holy shit, this is fucking canon. I'm gonna say Pizza Hot Pockets.
Okay, Pizza Hot Pockets.
I'm gonna guess maybe there's been like a commercial with Shadow eating Pizza Hot Pockets.
Right.
Somewhere.
Bro, I'm at a point where it might be Taco Bell at this point. I'm so done. Oh my god. It's so bad that I'm thinking the Taco Bell. Okay, hold on, I gotta think about this. Bro, I swear to if it's Taco Bell, the crunch, I'm going to lose it. Okay, hold on. Could it be Hot Pockets, actually? You know what? I'm gonna say Hot Pockets.
Alright, and with Hot Pockets being your final answer, my friend, you're correct! It is Pizza Hot Pockets!
Oh, thank God. I thought it was about to be Taco Bell.
No, that one is just that one is too dumb. Alright.
You never know.
You never know! I know! You got it correct! Nice job, nice job. What made you go with that?
I don't know.
Alright, you're correct! It is Pizza Hot Pockets. Nicely done, nicely done. How mad would you be if it was actually C? I'm just curious.
I would start watching Sonic.
You mean start playing Sonic?
Yeah.
Wrong. It's B.
You know what? I don't. I know deep in his heart he likes that Taco Bell Gordita Crunch and the Baja Blast. Deep in my heart, I know it's true.
Wrong.
Ah. You like Hot Pockets? Dang.
Correct. It is Pizza Hot Pockets.
Let's go.
Nice. Okay, so let me explain where I got this answer from. So there was like an old Q&A that they did like in Shadow's character, like back when they were promoting the Shadow the Hedgehog game. And you know, one of the questions was, oh, what's his favorite food? And you know, like it was a bunch of stuff. It was like, you know, pizza, Hot Pockets, Doritos, you know, all the early 2000s gamer shit, you know? And those, yeah, so that's why it's there. And now on to question number 10. What is the name of this enemy right here? Is it A, the Egg Dragoon, B, Neo Metal Sonic, or C, Hypertension Extension?
Or D,
These nuts.
an eyesore. This is so hard to look at. Who designed this?
Extension?
Hypertension Extension, go with that?
I think it's A.
It's not really giving Egg Dragoon or Neo Metal Sonic, so I'm gonna have to say C.
What the fuck am I looking at? Man. I'm gonna say C.
C, Hypertension Extension.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And with that, you final answer?
Final answer.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you sounded a little doubtful when you said that last. Yeah, I'm just like you don't have to go with it, you know.
I'm gonna go with Egg Dragoon. I see wings behind it, so
Okay.
I think that's very logical.
I'm gonna say it's the Egg Dragoon. I'm locking it.
Okay, Egg Dragoon being your final answer, and my friend,
I'm
you
locking.
are correct once again. It is the Egg Dragoon. You wanna know what the funny thing is?
What?
I think you're the only one who got this question correct.
Flashback.
I'm gonna go with Egg Dragoon.
I think it's A.
End of flashback.
Because the question's free.
Everyone, everyone went with Hypertension Extension just because they thought the name was funny.
Alright, just easy question. My light work.
Correct! It is the Egg Dragoon. Wrong. It was the Egg Dragoon. What made you go with Hypertension Extension?
It just sounded very techy.
Right. You know, the funny thing is that that was just something, like, when I was coming up with these questions, I had, like, some of my other Sonic friends, you know, help me come up with questions, and they just said that as, like, a third choice, so I couldn't think of anything. I'm just like, you know, fuck it, I'm putting it. It sounds funny.
I mean, Sonic has some funny names, I think. It's believable.
I mean, if we're talking, like, enemies, yeah, they got some funny names, but the characters, they kind of, like, are associated with, like, how they are. I'll show you some examples later. Wrong. It's actually the Egg Dragoon.
Where's the egg?
Well, it's supposed to represent Eggman because he built the thing. And every single one of Eggman's creations always has egg at the beginning. Like the egg, the Death Egg Robot, the Eggmobile, the Egg Dragoon, all that stuff. That's how it works.
I guess when I was thinking Dragoon, I was thinking more Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragoon stuff. But
Right.
I guess, I guess it's Dragoon.
Also, a little hint is like, if you actually paid attention to like my YouTube channel, I don't know if you're subscribed or not, but if you paid attention to my YouTube, I literally posted a YouTube Poop music video of this boss's theme like a week or two ago, and the picture of the boss was literally right there with its name. So the subtle hint was right there, and no one noticed.
That is so deep.
It was the Egg Dragoon.
It looks nothing like Egg or Dragoon.
See, here's the thing actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you like pay attention to my recent YouTube videos, but if you go to my latest video or like my second latest video, I literally posted the YouTube Poop music video of this boss theme, and I have the picture of it on the thumbnail.
Oh my
so
god.
if you saw it, would be like, wait, I've seen this person before.
Oh my god.
There was the subtle hint was right there. Correct. It is the Egg Dragoon. Nicely done. Nicely done. You know what's funny is that, you know, if you pay attention to my YouTube channel,
I get it! I mean,
come to the easy answer.
No.
I'm telling you, I give the answers to the quizzes, and y'all just don't pay attention to it. Now, on to question number 11. In Sonic Heroes, if you enter first-person mode and look at Rouge, what will she do? Is it A, flip you off, B, do a backflip, or C, wink at you?
Wink.
I mean, you know, it's Rouge. I feel like it's definitely got to be C.
Right.
She looks a little flirty, so I'm gonna say C.
I think it would be hilarious if she flipped you off, but I think it's C. I think she'd wink at you.
All right.
She wouldn't flip you off. That's rated E for everyone, probably. I think doing a backflip would just be the more comedic thing, because like wink is more like, I'm sure, on character, but I'm going for something just ridiculous. I was like just glancing at Rouge and then just a backflip.
So you're gonna stick with B.
Yeah.
With her personality, I think it's C. I think she's gonna wink.
Okay, and with C being your final answer, my friend, you are correct once more. It is C. Wink at you. Correct. It is wink at you. You are correct. It is C.
Yep, it just made sense, but it'd be funny if it was A.
That's exactly what everyone else said. You are correct. It is wink at you. What? You said she looks flirty. What gave you that vibe?
I don't know. Well, she makes Knuckles get flustered, so.
True. And she always has that sexy eye look whenever you look at her, so. And with wink at you being your final answer, you are. It's not working.
No.
There we go. You're wrong.
Hey.
I mean, you're right. Excuse me.
Wait, whoa.
Look. My fault. You got it correct. Wrong. It's C. Wink at you. We even have the video right here to show you what it looked like. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a look. What's so funny?
I don't know. It's just I thought there'd be like a little more flair. She just like closes one eye, but you know.
Is that not what a wink is?
I don't know. I thought she had like a little like hand gesture, like a sound effect maybe.
Nah.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, that's a cute detail. That's actually a really cute detail.
Yeah, it's very nice. I remember when I first discovered it, I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Let's go.
Nicely done. Coming with the 3-0 combo right now. Let's see if you can keep up this streak. Wasn't that beautiful?
I zoned out.
What do you mean you zoned out?
I zoned out in the middle of the video.
Oh my god, I'm not replaying it. But on to question number 12. What stage? Oh, where is this stage? I don't know how to. What is this? I should really proofread these fucking questions before I present them. God damn. But
Nah, they're perfect the way they are.
anyways, where is this stage from? Is it A, Sonic Unleashed, B, Sonic Boom, or C, Sonic Lost World?
I'm gonna say Sonic Boom.
C?
Sonic Lost World?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the TV show called again? Like the one on Cartoon Network.
That's like 5 or 6 of them. I don't know.
The one where Sonic has like the bandages around his hands.
Oh, that was Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I feel it's that one. It's Sonic Boom.
Boom.
Sonic Boom. Okay.
Alright, I'm going off of this theory. It can't be Sonic Unleashed twice.
Are you sure about that?
I'm locking that one out.
Okay, that's fair.
Alright, Sonic Boom or Sonic Lost? I'm locking C, Sonic Lost World.
I think I'm gonna go with Sonic Boom.
Okay.
Mainly because it looks familiar. Like I'm getting just some familiarity from like the Sonic Boom TV show.
I had a feeling you would say that.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay, so Sonic Boom is your final answer.
Yes.
And with that, you are wrong. It's Sonic Unleashed. Wrong. It was Sonic Unleashed. Wrong.
Look.
It was Sonic Unleashed. Wrong. It was Sonic Unleashed. Wrong. It was Sonic Unleashed again.
No way.
It was Sonic Unleashed again.
No way. I'm losing to Sonic Unleashed.
It's my favorite video game. Leave me come in some slack. Wrong. It was Sonic Unleashed.
What the fuck?
This location is a continent in Sonic's world called Missouri, inspired by African countries.
Not Missouri in the U.S.
Nah.
Missed opportunity. That looks so like high definition though. I thought Unleashed was like on the Wii.
It was also on the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, but I don't remember it looking that nice.
Well, because the Wii version doesn't look that nice. Like, it's literally just common sense, is it not?
I guess so, but you know, okay. You know what? Maybe it looked better on on the other ones.
Okay. Also, the Wii version actually didn't have Hub World, but the 360 version did. So you probably just saw like a picture of it, but you didn't get in Unleashed the HD version. You get to actually walk around and shit.
Yeah, but
now on to question number 13. In Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, there are ancient scrolls for Team Sonic to decipher. Who is the person that can read it? Excuse me. Is it Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, or Amy?
Amy?
Amy, okay. Reason?
I don't know.
You know, fair enough.
I mean, my gut instinct is Tails because he's like an annoying ass know-it-all. But I feel like maybe for like a joke they'll like subvert expectations and make like Knuckles the only one who can read it. But I'll say Tails just because I feel like that makes the most sense.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Let's say Knuckles.
Knuckles. It's Knuckles. It's pictures. He can do it. He can do it. I believe in him.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm torn between. No, I'll say Knuckles.
Knuckles? Really?
Isn't they like from an ancient civilization?
An ancient civilization?
Yeah.
So just based off that, you're gonna go with it?
Yeah.
All right.
I low-key want to lock Tails.
Okay.
Are
you gonna stick with it though?
I'm gonna stick with Tails.
All right, and with Tails being your final answer, my friend, you are wrong. It was Knuckles.
Knuckles can read ancient script. What?
Yeah, you are correct. It is Knuckles. Wrong. It was Knuckles. Correct. It is Knuckles. You know, I'm glad that you used that as your reasoning for your answer because the other people who took it, they just said the people who ended up choosing Knuckles, they were just like, I don't know, maybe the stupid character would actually get it right, but no, you went with the fact that he also has an ancient civilization. I like that. Correct. It is Knuckles. But this is actually what it looks like. Wrong. It was Knuckles who could read it.
I should have went with like I literally said it and I still went with it. You know what?
You don't believe me? Let's take a look at the cutscene in question. Are you ready?
Alright, let's see it.
Alright, take a look.
Yes, the legendary bird that the gods rode through the heavens.
Wait, can you pause it? I'm gonna predict that like it's gonna be like, this is like so advanced. We can't figure this out. We need a genius to figure this out. And then it's Knuckles, and Knuckles isn't that smart, but he figures it out.
Oh, you're just predicting what's gonna happen in the cutscene?
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, how'd you do that?"
Okay.
That's what I'm predicting.
All right. Let's see. You know what? Since you want to predict that, I'll give you a bonus point if you manage to get it correct.
The legendary bird that the gods rode through the heavens. Knuckles, see if you can read this inscription.
Oh, they trust Knuckles.
You stupid. Question number 14. What is Sonic's real name? Is it A, Ogle whatever the fuck Maurice Hedgehog, B, Mr. Raisoupy Hedgehog, or C, Felix Jackson?
Raisoupy?
I didn't even know he had a real name.
Everyone has a real name.
Oh my, okay, I feel like it definitely has to have Hedgehog in it, right? So, I don't believe that his real name is Maurice. I don't believe that. So I'm just gonna say B. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B.
So you're telling me Sonic's real name isn't Sonic?
I will not be taking any questions.
What? Okay. A.
Cannot even believe that this is actually a real thing that you're asking me.
Believe it.
I didn't
because
know
it's right
he
there.
had a real name. I didn't know he had a real name.
Well, he does. Now guess.
I thought your middle name was the. No, I want to say. I'm gonna go with A.
A is like the most outlandish, so I'll go with that.
I've never heard of. What the? Bro, if his name is Felix Jackson, bro. But it has to end in Hedgehog, I think. So I'm not getting that one in there. Okay. Honestly, I'm locking A. I think that's a 50-50. I'm locking A. We don't lose 50-50s.
Oh, do we lose 50-50s? Let's find out. And with A
me.
being your final answer, you are, unfortunately, correct! It is A.
Thank God.
Yeah, don't ask. I'm not answering that. Wrong. It's the first one.
Ogilvy Maurice.
Yep.
Who named him?
I don't know and I do not care. Wrong.
Fuck no, that is not true. That is a false statement.
You can literally look it up on Google and it will tell you that is his real name.
Who okayed this? Who said this was okay?
The Archie comics were a weird time, man. The Archie comics were a weird thing. Correct! It is Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. Don't ask me. Please don't.
That's insane.
Don't ask me. Correct! It is Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. I'm not answering any questions related to that, so we're moving on. A?
Yeah.
You are an asshole. You're gonna make me repeat it?
Yes.
I fucking hate you. Okay.
This is my payback.
Oh my god. Okay. A? You guess A. You got it right. Do not ask me. I'm not taking that question.
Why?
Because no. Question 15.
What?
No more. Question 15. Oh. What type of cards does Amy carry with her at all times? Is it A, deck cards, B, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or C, tarot cards?
C.
Did you ever have these in like Sonic X or something? Like, did you ever pull them out like in the show? Do you know?
I don't think so.
I definitely don't fucking know. So. It's definitely not B because I don't believe she has culture like that. I don't know, probably tarot cards.
It'd be so fucking funny if Amy just pulled out the blue and white dragon. Hey, I'm gonna say C, tarot.
I feel like there would be a copyright issue with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so
Okay.
I'm gonna say. She seems like a tarot reader. Let's go with that.
I think it's tarot.
You're going with tarot cards?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Amy would do that probably.
There's no way they just do Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh my god. Alright. Well, that card's are tarot cards. I would say it's most likely tarot cards, right?
You want to go with tarot cards?
I think I'm gonna lock tarot cards. I think that's the most reasonable one here.
Okay, tarot cards being your final answer, and my friend, you are correct. It is tarot cards.
Yep.
Correct. It is tarot cards. You are correct. It is tarot cards. Nicely done. Nicely done. You are correct. It is tarot cards. Correct. You are correct. It is tarot cards. Nicely done. Amy is an avid tarot card reader and has been ever since her creation.
It's just Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm like, oh, I didn't know she was into that.
Could you imagine if Amy was a Yu-Gi-Oh card reader? Could somebody draw that?
That would be actually like draw her with a dual disc and everything. I'd watch that.
All right. Now on to question number 16. What is something Sonic actually prefers to take slowly? Is it A, relationships, B, vacation, or C, eating?
C?
Vacation? I feel like I've seen him eat fast.
So you're gonna go with vacation?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's eating. I feel like he's always eaten like a lot.
Right.
Relationships.
You got.
I don't.
You think
I don't
he
even
got
know.
that shonen protagonist fucking appetite where they just eat everything on screen?
Yes.
Right.
I mean, I'll just say vacation.
I feel like I know this.
I didn't know what this answer was until a couple of months ago.
I feel like it was in Sonic X, wasn't it? I don't. I would say eating.
Eating, okay.
Yeah.
This is a hard one for me. Because I don't think it'd be vacation. I think I'm gonna go with C. I think I'm gonna lock C in.
I'd say eating. I think he'd want to savor his food.
Right.
You know, his chili dogs. That's my guess.
So, sorry, you're gonna go with C.
Yep.
And with that, my friend, you are wrong. It's vacations.
I didn't think it was vacation because I
Sonic
feel like he'd
loves to
get
go on
bored.
vacation.
I was thinking he'd get bored and try to do something else.
Right. Correct once again. Wow, back to back to back. My goodness. Nicely done. Nicely done. Wrong. It was vacations. Correct. It is vacation.
Yeah. It's just a process of elimination.
Basically. Wrong. It was vacation. Wrong. Sadly, it was vacations. I mean, who would want a fast vacation? Like that's just common sense, wouldn't you say?
I know, but I thought it's a troll answer.
No, that's the real answer. Now on to question number 17. What was the first Sonic game Sonic was in? The first game Sonic was in. Is it the original Sonic the Hedgehog in 1991? Is it Sega Sonic the Hedgehog? Or is it Rad Mobile?
Man, I feel like this is a trick question. I think it's A.
Rad Mobile. You know, I don't even know what Rad Mobile is, but I'm gonna say that's the answer because I feel like that it's like some weird like cameo or something.
Right.
Question: what is Rad Mobile?
I will not be taking any questions.
What the fuck is it? I'm just gonna say A.
I think that was around the time they first made Sonic, right? I
cannot answer that question, sadly.
I think it might be A. I think I'm locking A. I think I actually know this one.
Rad Mobile. I want to say that these are red herrings. I'm just gonna go with 1991 Sonic.
So Sonic 1.
Oh man, this is tough. Actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rad Mobile. I feel like there's some game where he made an appearance as just some unnamed character.
Right.
That's my guess.
So you're sticking with Rad Mobile then?
Yeah.
91? 1991.
The original Sonic game?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And with Sonic 1 being your final answer, my friend, you are wrong. It was Rad Mobile. Correct! It was Rad Mobile! Wrong! It was C! Rad Mobile! You are correct! It is Rad Mobile! Wrong! It's actually Rad Mobile!
What?
Wrong! It was Rad Mobile!
No.
Sonic's first appearance was in an arcade game called Rad Mobile, released in February of 1991. That's 4 months before the first Sonic game came out.
Damn, I shit with my gut.
It was a little keychain. Anyways, on to question number 18. When did Sonic Frontiers begin its development? Is it A, 3 months before Team Sonic Racing, B, 2 months after Forces, or C, the start of 2020?
I'm gonna say B.
B, 2 months after Forces. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the start of 2020.
Okay. Any particular reason?
I feel like I remember hearing something about problems with development because of COVID, but maybe that was something else.
Right. So you're still sticking with it, or you want to change it?
Oh no, I still think it's 2020.
Oh, I wish I knew the order of which things came out, because I think it was Forces then Racing. and I don't know what year those were. I think that was all. I think Forces was before 2020. I think. So I want to say 2 months after Forces.
So you're gonna go with B, 2 months after Forces.
Yeah.
B?
B, 2 months after Forces?
When was Forces?
Forces? You know what? I don't think it'll help you with the answer, but Forces was the previous mainline Sonic game that came out in 2017.
And Racing?
So you're switching it with A?
No, when was Racing?
Oh, Racing was 2019. That came out in May of 2019. And then Frontier or Forces was November of 2017.
I'll go with C, because it's more recent.
I don't think it's C. I think they announced that after, I think. I think I know it's not. I think it was later than that. 2 months after.
Now hold on. You might have misheard me. See, what? See, let me help you out here because I feel like you're misinterpreting the question. I don't want the same thing happen to
when it first began. Okay.
Not when it got announced. When it first began its development, there's a difference.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking. When it first began development. Okay, so it could be C. That makes it even worse. Okay, I'm gonna say, when did Team Sonic Racing come out?
2019.
2019. What about Forces? When did Forces come out?
2017.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in B.
All right, you're gonna go with B?
Before Forces, yeah.
Okay, so when did Forces and Team Sonic Racing come out?
So Team Sonic Racing came out in 2019. And Sonic Forces came out in 2017.
I think it's B then.
You think it's B? 2 months after Forces?
Yeah.
All right. And with 2 months after Forces being your final answer, you are correct. It is 2 months after Forces. Wrong. It was 2 months after Forces. Wrong. It was 2 months after Forces came out. Correct. It was 2 months after Forces. Correct. It is B. I kind of helped you with that answer. I kind of realized that, but it's fine. It's fine. Correct. It is 2 months after Forces.
Oh, thank God.
When director Morio Kishimoto met with the fan, he revealed this information to that person, and then he told the rest of us.
Oh.
And you want to know something else?
Mm-hmm.
I think he already started working on the next games.
It's not even out yet.
No, but the thing is that the development for Sonic Frontiers literally finished last Friday as we're recording this. It finished last Friday.
Oh, that's
and then he
insane.
literally posted on Twitter. It's like, all right, on to the next job. I'll see y'all later. And I'm just like, damn, already? Jesus. Now on to question number 19. What is the best-selling Sonic game in the franchise? Is it A, the very first Sonic game, Sonic 1, B, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, or C, Sonic Adventure 2?
I mean, it's gotta be like the Olympic Games, because even I had that one.
Okay.
I feel like that's the only technically like Sonic game that I owned. Because, it's like, that was just like a thing, like the Wii Sports and like the sports games.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those sell a lot.
Right.
B is just kind of begging to be picked right now because I feel like the inclusion of Mario alone is huge. Because this is the first Mario and Sonic, but also, like, holy shit, they're competing at the Olympic Games. Holy shit. You get the Olympic Games crowd, too. You get all that. I think it's gotta be B.
I think it would most likely... Out of these, I think it would be Sonic 1, right? I think so.
You're gonna stick with Sonic 1?
I think I'm gonna stick with Sonic 1.
You already know I'm biased, so C.
Sonic 1?
Sonic 1, okay. You said that with confidence. I like that.
I think it's B.
Mario and Sonic.
Yeah.
Why?
Combo Wombo. Combo Wombo.
You're still not saying it right.
Wombo Combo.
There you go. Alright, and with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games being your final answer, my friend, you are wrong. It's actually Sonic 1. No, I'm just playing, you're correct. Correct! It is Sonic 1! Wrong. It was Sonic 1.
Sonic Adventure 2 better.
Wrong. It's Sonic 1.
Wow.
Wrong. It was Sonic 1.
Really?
Ironically, the very first Sonic game is also the best-selling in the franchise, with a total of 44 million copies sold across all consoles.
I feel like if you peek at your first game, that's a little. I mean that they peaked.
No, you want
a long time ago.
No, because let me explain why. So, like, Sonic, a lot of people don't even think Sonic 1 is the best game in the series. That's the funny thing. So it's like, but the reason why it sold so well is because back in the Genesis days, what they did was, they didn't do this for Japan, but for America, they decided to bundle Sonic 1 with the Genesis, and they sold it at a cheaper price too compared to the Super Nintendo. So, all them parents were just like, well, this is a cheaper option, so here, take a Genesis for Christmas. Fuck that shit.
We were just like handing it out for free, just like, yeah, we'll just slide that in.
Literally. But yeah, like, I think the original Genesis copy sold like 20-something million units. Like, it was a very popular game. And then, re-releases and shit came out, and it just kept getting higher and higher. Alright. Alright, now on to the final question. Now this one, I'm going to double it. You're not going to get 10 points this time. This time, if you manage to get this question right, I'm going to make it 20 points. So I want you to calm down, bring it down, and really focus on this, okay? Think hard.
I'll try.
If you get this right, you basically win the whole competition. That's it.
Really?
Yes, it's going to be 20 points for this final question. So if you really want to win this, think hard. All right?
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
Here we go. Sonic Heroes, Sonic 06, and Sonic Unleashed. What do all three of these games have in common? Is it the fact that they were all directed by the same person? Is it Sonic Adventure 3 in quotations? Or is it that all of their main themes were done by Crush 40?
I think B's supposed to trick me up, so I'm torn between A and C. I think it's A.
What do you mean by Sonic Adventure 3?
It means exactly what it says.
Like they were gonna be Sonic Adventure 3?
I will not be taking any questions.
Okay. I'm gonna say A.
Oh, okay. There's no way I would know if it was either A or C. There's no way I would know. I don't listen to the music. I don't know who directed which game at all. There's no way I can know. However, B. I'm really leaning towards B because I feel like after Sonic Adventure 2, any game that came out afterwards, people would just kind of be on that hopium copium that it's exactly the same as like the same structure as the other Sonic Adventure games.
Right.
But you're telling me to think hard.
Yeah.
And I can't see myself answering A or C confidently, so I'm going to say B.
Themes as in music?
Yes.
A.
They were all directed by the same person? Was that my phone? It was. I'll get it later. Alright, you're going with A, right?
Yes.
You sure?
C.
You're gonna go with C then, okay? Be confident. You're sticking with C?
A.
Okay, sticking with A this time? You sure?
Mm.
You're very sure. Alright.
I think it's between A and C.
Okay.
Possibly.
How come? What made you not think B?
I don't know. I
Not-
don't think they all have Sonic Adventure 3 in common. But it also doesn't help that I've only played Sonic Unleashed.
I thought you only played Colors.
I played Unleashed a little bit before.
Hey,
I only
based?
finished Color.
Ah, I see. Next it'll be Frontiers.
Yeah, whenever I have time for that one. Oh god, this is a rough one. Cause I'm nervous because it's so many points on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna lock A.
Okay, I don't even know what the second option means. Sonic Adventure 3 in quotes. Like, is it like, what does that mean?
I will not be taking any questions.
Oh. Okay. Sonic Heroes 06 Unleashed. What do they have in common?
Other than the fact that, like, you know, Sonic is in it.
Oh yeah, that's true. I should have just said that, but you know.
Not even an option.
I would still be right though.
Oh yeah, you would.
You know, I'll just say B because I don't even know what that means, so it has to be right.
Okay. I don't even know what to say about that. But anyways, Sonic Adventure 3. You sure you want to lock this in? Because remember, 20 points.
I mean, I don't know who directed any of these games.
Fair enough.
I don't know who made any of the main themes, so I'll just go with the answer that I know the least about.
All right, you know what? Fair enough. And with Sonic Adventure 3 being the final answer, you are correct. It is Sonic Adventure 3 was the correct answer.
So easy.
You're correct. You got it. It's B.
Well, yeah.
Nicely done. See, but here's the thing. Wrong. It was B. Wrong. It was B.
Damn it.
Wrong.
What?
Sonic Adventure 3. Wrong. It was B.
Oh no.
And let me explain why. So, when it comes to, you know, Sonic fan discourse, there's like a little thing going around that's like, you know, which one is truly Sonic Adventure 3? And I'll explain why people are torn between these three games. Because Sonic Heroes is why some people call it Adventure 3, is because Sonic Heroes was the next game that came after Sonic Adventure 2. So obviously, people want to associate Sonic Heroes as the third adventure game. When it comes to Sonic 06, and when it comes to the gameplay, Sonic 06 is the closest to Sonic Adventure in terms of the actual gameplay styles, because Heroes and Unleash, completely different. So people like to associate that as the next adventure game. But Sonic Unleashed, on the other hand, was actually going to be called Sonic Adventure 3 at one point in its development. But then they were just like, nah, let's not, because it's a little too different. However, in Japan, they still like to hold onto that adventure threshold by calling it Sonic World Adventure in Japan. So that's why people like to associate Unleashed as the third adventure game.
Which one do you consider?
Which one do I think is the third adventure game?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this if I say it, but I think it's 06.
06?
Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, it's the closest one to Sonic Adventure, like in terms of gameplay style. So I feel like that one just makes sense, you know? Because if it plays like the adventure games, it has to be if it plays like the adventure games, it has to be the third adventure game. If you want to just throw a bone in it. While I love Sonic Unleashed, it's my favorite video game of all time. You're not an adventure game, my friend. I'm sorry.
Game! Final results.
He won that shit! That's it. That is it. Brian, how do you feel after...
Oh my god. I really hope I saved myself with that last question. I'm like doing okay. I answered like half of them right, I think.
I couldn't tell you. That we gotta leave that to the editors.
Yeah, I was not counting, but like I think half is admirable, in my own opinion.
I don't know. You got those first 4 wrong. you started off really bad.
I had some streaks. I had some predictions.
Yeah, you had some good ones, but you know those first 4, I was like, oh god. How do you feel?
My phone went off. Okay.
Oh.
I think it was. I feel like it was harder than the last one.
Right. Really? What would you say was the hardest question?
I'd say Shadow's favorite food, because I was gonna answer the Taco Bell one no matter what the correct what I thought the correct answer was, because that's my headcanon now. So.
All right, Shane. Couldn't get the last question, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
What? You know what? I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit of a pass though. You did a lot better than I was expecting, because not a lot of these questions weren't made by me. They were made by a lot of my friends. Like a lot of my friends who are also Sonic fans. So yeah, they all a lot of them contributed in regards to these questions. I think I only made about like maybe 4 or 5.
Really?
The rest was done by them. So I'm actually surprised you did well. I think you got. I'd have to check the score. I never keep track of it.
I probably got like 5 right.
Who knows? Dream, how do you feel after taking this Sonic quiz?
Defeated. That's how I feel.
Why do you feel defeated?
I've never lost a battle to Sonic before, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Are you talking about like Smash games?
That too.
Well, you know, that's one of the things about having a Sonic weeb as your friend, the self-proclaimed Sonic weeb. I know a lot of shit about Sonic that people look at me and be like, what the fuck is he talking about? And that's one of the joys I have making these quizzes. You know, I come up with like extreme, because like to an average Sonic fan, these would be piss baby easy, but to y'all normies, y'all are like, what's going on? And that's what fills me up at night. That makes me go to sleep like a baby.
I'm just gonna go to sleep tonight and be like, oh, why didn't that lock me?
How do you feel after answering all these questions?
Informed,
really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, valid. What would you say was the hardest question on this quiz?
The hardest?
Yes.
I mean, the last one.
Okay, the last one.
If you don't know what the Sonic Adventure 3 means, you wouldn't understand
exactly
that option.
Right. All right, Gouda, how do you feel taking this Sonic quiz?
What was my score?
I have no idea. I have to go back and edit it.
Oh. Okay.
But if I were to be honest, I don't think you won.
Oh, really? I thought I did good.
I mean, I'm sure you did good, but you didn't get the final question right. So, and I think some other people did, so you didn't get. So I don't think you won.
I should have trusted my gut.
It's, you know, sometimes those things just happen. You'd be surprised how many other people just like had one thing going, but they decided to chicken out and not choose it just because they felt like they didn't go with their gut. What was the hardest one for you?
Oh, probably the song one, because like I have no idea how to figure that out.
That makes
Even
sense. It's okay though. You're not the only one who like struggled in the beginning. I think someone else was also struggling in the beginning too.
Oh my god.
Now, what would you say was the most interesting thing you learned in out of this quiz?
I like the honestly last question.
Really? How come?
Like, just because, like, I feel for the game developers being like I feel like they wanted it to be Sonic Adventure 3 because they knew that it was like so popular.
Right.
And then just straying away from it. And that's interesting. I like learning stuff from behind the scenes.
Yeah. But that is it. Brian, thank you so much for taking the quiz.
Of course, thank you for having me.
No problem. When we do season 2 in, I don't know, maybe 3 months, whenever the fuck I decide to do it. Gouda, thank you for playing the Ultimate Sonic quiz.
No problem. You can PayPal me later.
I don't get paid for these. Would you like to come back for another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, of course. I'd love doing these.
Of course, I'm running it back. Actually.
Okay.
No, they say only losers want a round 2. I'll take it.
I would love to come back.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is JPL signing out. I thank you all so much for watching. Madison, say goodbye to the audience.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, I'll catch you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, audience.
And I hope you all have a wonderful
Wonderful day.
Again with this shit?